Trained Wayne.
I'm a one-trick pony. I just do the MC thing, so sorry.
Amber is a part-time rapper.
I've lost my voice, so I apologize for sounding like Kathleen Turner on a bender. I wish I was the one on a bender. Sadly, when you're sick, you can't drink. Antibiotics don't go well.
Well, hopefully the weather will work in your favor and you'll feel better for you up by enough. So. Well, here's how we do these panels. For those of you who've never been on our Q&As here, we have 2 mics in the audience. I have 2 lovely Wheaton staff members with mics. If you would, just line up behind Jim. Stay in a kneeling position until you get to answer your questions so the people behind you can do it. And we'll just toss questions back and forth. All right? So let's line those mics up and get some questions up here. How's Dragon Con treating you guys so far?
Great.
It's been a while since we've seen you both here.
This is my first time.
Me too.
Nice. Convergence.
Yeah, we're Dragon Con virgins. You popped our cherries.
Uh-oh, you gotta watch out for this guy. This guy's dangerous. No, the Dragon Con has been really amazing. I'm very happy to be here. I'm having a really good time. I've been meeting a lot of wonderful people. Some old friends and some new friends and some people I want to be friends with. So.
This is Mr. Richards. I saw in your biography on the Dragon Con page you actually grew up in Bladensburg, Maryland. Is that right?
I did, yes.
Yeah, I actually grew up very near there in a town called Colmar Manor. I've been there many times. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if you have any interesting or funny memories to share from growing up so near DC or in the Maryland ghetto, effectively.
Right, man, it's such a, wow, that's such a blast from the past in a lot of ways, because whenever people ask me where I'm from, I always say Washington, D.C. But the truth is I'm from Bladensburg, Maryland, which is a very small town outside of a very big city. Man, growing up in Bladensburg was interesting, and I'm so sorry that I always take things to such a deep level. I apologize. That's just kind of how I think. But I'm going to just answer the question. My family is from Panama, which is in Central America, and they moved to Bladensburg, and there was one black family that moved into the town before we did, and they had crosses burned on their lawn. So when the realtors told my parents what happened before we moved in, my parents didn't know what it meant, and they thought it was a welcoming sign, so they were like, oh, let's move here. So we were the first black family to live in the neighborhood. And I think by that time, my father is just the most gregarious man ever. And I feel very blessed to get that from him, I think, because my father has this gift of, he can make friends anywhere. And I feel like I have the same gift, and he gave it to me. So he single-handedly, I think, turned the whole neighborhood around, and everything was lovely and beautiful. So Bladensburg was a major part of my development because, I just feel like it set the tone for who I would become as an adult, meaning I very much consider myself sort of like just a lover of people, and of all people. So I think that's how Bladensburg shaped me.
Janice Richards, lover.
I'm always going to take everything to such an esoteric level.
No, it's good. You gotta really get to know you. It's like a real person. You're not just somebody you see on TV. You're like Jay from Bladensburg, Maryland. I was gonna say Baltimore, but you're not from Baltimore.
Another question over here.
Hi, this question is for Amber. I apologize for making you talk so much.
No, go for it.
I was actually wondering what your thoughts were on your experience voicing Tara's character for the Buffy Chaos Bleeds video game, where you sort of got to play the evil vampire, sort of dirty-minded version of Tara, which was such a foil from her character on the television show. And also, do you go by Jay? Is that
Yes.
Okay.
I go by Jay.
Mr. J, I don't know.
Jay.
And if you could voice a character, whether it be yourself.
Isn't there a Miss J and a Mr. J?
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. J.
If you could voice anybody in a game or a TV show, yourself or somebody else, who would it be, and why?
You go first. He's a gentleman. Shoot. No, it was really fun to voice Tara for the Chaos Bleeds video game. I'm friends with Chris Golden and Tom Sokowski, who excuse me, who wrote the video game, and I think they did a really beautiful job with it. I'm a really sucky video game player. I played Halo once, and I ended up in a corner 5 seconds after starting the game, and I couldn't leave it. So my character won't leave the corner of the mountain. I don't know. Literally, everyone laughed at me as they continued on, and I stood in the corner. So my ability to play Chaos Bleeds is not, so I've had to watch other people play it, but I think it's beautifully done, and I had such a good time. I'm a naughty girl. I have a naughty mind. I go right to the dirty, sick, twisted. I'm like a 12-year-old boy trapped in a 35-year-old woman's body. So to get to do like the raunchy stuff was really, really fun for me.
I am an old school video game player. Like
Of course you are.
I used to, exactly. So, I mean, the last, me and my brother were playing We Connect with our nieces and nephews, and he turned to me and said, remember when this was just a stick and a button? Those were the days. So if I were going to voice any character in a video game, I would want to voice the captain in the little ship in Space Invaders. I feel like I know that guy. I am that guy. These damn asteroids are everywhere. It's the best game ever. I used to love this game called Circus Charlie too. Not the sequel, because there was a sequel, but Circus Charlie. I like this game called Paperboy. Remember that Paperboy, right? What about that game too where you were a skateboarder? You were a skateboarder, you were skateboarding
720 degrees. 720 degrees and Skater Die. Those are first games.
The first one.
720 degrees.
That one.
Yeah.
And you did the 720 degree when you did the...
And you did stuff that would make your body fall apart.
Yes. That was the best game.
The worst thing about the game is I actually went out and tried it all.
That was not wise.
I made it.
So I'm not versed on the new games. I don't know the new games. You play?
Well, I played, no. I mean, I did. I played Atari. I used to like Frogger at the pizza place. I liked it when the lady frog got on top of me. That was fun. Like, they do me. Oh. She was so white and pure. She was the virginal frog.
That's why I crossed the road. Let's take another question.
Amber, how was your acting workshop? Was it successful? Would you do it again? And if you want to, you can answer in mine.
I wish I spoke American Sign Language because I would totally. It was really fun. I did a 2-day intensive acting workshop for DragonCon this year. We did it Thursday and Friday. It was from 9 in the morning until 5 in the evening, or at late afternoon, with a break for lunch. And it was so much fun. There were 12 people in the class, which was the perfect size, because any more and I would have been overwhelmed. But I had such awesome students. And we did improv games, and we did a mock audition. I had to be the casting director. That was really fun. Usually I'm on the other side of it. So to be the one that just ignores you when you come in and reads like this. No. But it was fantastic, and I would love to do it again. I'm hoping that we'll be able to start a more intensive acting kind of workshop track for DragonCon. It'd be nice if we could do like a basic one and more advanced. And so I'm trying to talk. I was like, hey Juliet, Lena, come and teach acting dance. I'm trying to make it more of it. Bill Fawcett's fault. Bill Fawcett made me do it, and I'm so glad he did. I had such a good time. So thank you for asking me about it.
This is for either of you. Which episode did you like filming the best?
I love the musical. It was really fun. I was like, can we do every episode as a musical episode? And they were like, no. But it was funny though, because usually it was like 8 days for you guys too to shoot an episode. So it took us like 8 days. And with the musical, we shot our 8 days, but there was so much more to do that like, for the next like 2 episodes, we were going and doing pickups. So every time they'd be like, yeah, you gotta go do a pickup, I'd walk in my trailer and there'd be the corset, and they'd be like, no, please God, anything but the corset. They did it so tight. I looked good, but it was really tight. Yeah, it was such an amazing experience. I loved it. I'm so proud of that episode.
I have many, but one that comes to mind is, it was called Waiting in the Wings, and there was a ballet episode. I loved doing that episode mostly because Joss was directing, and we were all in every scene together, and it was so much fun. I've never had so much fun at work before, because when he's there, we like play board games, we play Boggle and fun things, and you know, it's the camaraderie is amazing, and it was just love. It was so much fun. We had such a good time, and that was the first time I got to wear like a tuxedo as Gun, and that was fun. Different costume for him all together. So yeah, that was a really amazing episode. We all got to meet Summer. That was her first time working with Joss, and so it was fun. That was a great episode.
Another question from over here.
Hi, I'm nervous. Thank you so much for being here. This question is for Jay. I have a few Buffy and Angel action figures.
Yes.
And I was wondering why I could find one for Kennedy, but not for Gunn.
Who's Kennedy?
We'll leave that one alone.
Exactly. She's one of the potential slayers in the end of season 7.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, I can't say it across Amber, but she becomes Will's love interest.
She's so sweet. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, she is. She's a great, she comes to con, she's a great person.
If I had her action figure right now, I'd melt it. I mean, I posed for one. I posed for an action figure, which, did you pose for yours? When you wear this body stocking, I guess, and you're in front of this. Well, it was in one of the producer's house. Come to think of it, there was no camera.
Wasn't it a sheer body stocking?
They didn't make you say, give it to me? Give it to me?
No, I think I just had my head scanned.
Well, I did too.
I'm not even going to go there.
Okay. But they made me put on this body stocking, and it was this big truck. This was sounding weird.
I remember the truck.
Okay, there was a truck, right?
But no body stocking.
Okay, really, no body stocking. Okay, so I put this body stocking, and there's this